What's up, family? How y'all doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day today. I'm coming through with another dream, okay? Whew. This dream right here was one of a kind for me, cause I've had some crazy dreams. As far as like attack wise, I've had some crazy dreams, but this one right here, this one done topped the list. Now, this is another twin flame. Okay, so if you're on a twin flame journey. If you're on a twin flame journey, this may resonate with you. Now, I'm gonna need y'all to bear with me. The writing is okay, but you know, when you wake up so many times and you don't really want the light in your eyes, so you don't even bother really getting the light, you just go for it. That's pretty much what I did. But for the most part, most of it I can read it, okay? And I'm gonna go off the dome if something pop up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, I don't say no names. I will be giving initials. So, and speaking of initials, I do have a new face in here, okay? Now this is specific individual. I mean, went to school with him, elementary maybe, but don't talk to the dude, ain't friends with the dude, but I know of him. But we, like, in real life, we don't, yeah. So the fact that he popped up in this dream with QC, like, I don't know, y'all. It's just, it's some, it's some crazy things in here. Also, this is a 18 and up because, yeah. It's some things in here that was kind of weird, but anyways, enough of that. Let me read. So y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Whew. Whenever I finished writing the first dream, it's three. It were three attempts. Three attempts in this dream, okay? Maybe four, but some of it is kind of unclear, but three attempts, I know for sure. So this first one, the first dream, the beginning, the start of this, whenever I wake up, after I write my dream down, I check the time. So the time for this was 6:56. If you need to know what that means, just look up the numbers yourself. Just giving y'all the details. Okay, so felt like I was going to school in New York or something. We was in a tall building. We was headed out the building and I seen QC. Now, when I say I seen him whenever I was headed out the building, it was like a crowd of people or whatever. I seen him in a crowd of people as I was leaving. But I turned back and seen him, right? And it says he had a gun. He looked depressed and he looked like he was finna off him. So, okay. Um I went up to him, you know. I managed to stop him. I don't know what I said to him. I don't even know if we even speak words, but it was a lot of action going on, okay? And it says I managed to take the gun away. The next thing you know, he pulled out a knife. It was trying to stab me. So like, he's standing in front of me. I took the gun or whatever. And, he was just like probably arm's length away. And he literally like went behind him and just, pulled it out of nowhere, tried to, shank him. You know what I'm saying? And it's a I ended up getting one myself. I think I had a butterfly knife or something. I don't know. And we were like sword fighting but with knives, okay? Some Somehow I broke free from him and managed to run down the hallway to a room. There was somebody in there, and his initials is BH. Okay? BH. Again, those who grew up with me think of whose initials is BH. And I will give you that he is dark complected. Okay? Very dark skinned. And it says, I remember sitting on the bed and he was lying down with his thing out. It was long and it was braided. It was weird. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Like, ugh. But he offered and I declined. But I told him no, I'm waiting for marriage, right? And I'm sitting there watching the TV, but I can't really remember what was on the TV, but I was watching the TV. Now, we left out this room, right? And we managed to get to like a truck or something in the parking lot, a car. And he made a call. Now, I was already in the car. He was standing in the parking lot. This is off the dome, by the way. He had made a call and this truck pulled up, right? Like, he shook his head, yeah, whatever, came back to the car. And then what I wrote down was, there was these two cars that pulled up. One of them was a Jeep, okay? And both these guys got out the cars. Now, one of the guys, specifically the one in the Jeep, when he got out, he had something black in his hand. Automatically, I thought something, I thought something was wrong. I felt like something was wrong because I felt like, after what had happened in the building, like, it's still, like, he's still trying to, make a move or something. And, once I noticed that the dude was, like, headed towards where the truck we was in, I hit the gas. And so I hit the gas and kind of, like, swerved at him, try to, like, scare them, you know what I'm saying, to get them to leave. But they didn't leave. And when I noticed that he was still walking, like, I don't know if y'all play GTA, but when you play GTA and you could, like, lean up against the wheel to, like, dodge the bullets when they trying to shoot you in the car and stuff. Well, that's what I was doing. And, like, BH was hanging on the side of the truck. It was like the door was, like, halfway unlocked. I thought the door was unlocked, but it wasn't. And so as I was turning around, I almost hit a car, and I thought I heard baby turn or something like that, but I managed to turn the wheel to miss the car, and like it's like I exited out the car. It was remote viewing the rest of the scene. Like, the truck jumped the curb, the truck that I was in jumped the curb, and then kept it pushing and got on, like, the highway or something, right? So that's that one. That's the first one, okay? Alright. Now, this is the second attempt. Bear with me on this one, because this is a bunch of scribble. But I can remember a little bit, alright? So, like, I don't know. I think we might have been in a church, right? And I was walking off on the side. I'm not reading this, but I'm going off the dome. I was walking on the side, and I walked past this lady, and she said something about 2014. It's she said something about 2014, 12 people, half of them I knew, and it was a lot of talking, because there was a lot of people in there too. But you know how the what you call them pews in the church, how they be lined up, and people were just talking, right? And so I managed, like, I walked around the side to go down the middle to go and end up sitting at this table in the front. BH was still there, right? QC, he's not in the second attempt or the third attempt, as far as I know, because people shapeshift. But I really ain't getting no shape shifting energy with the second and the third attempt, right? Okay, so yeah, it's like I sat at this table and it's like nobody in there liked me. Like it was weird. Nobody in there liked me. And like I sat at this table and it's like people were coming up putting like offerings or something on the table. I don't know. But that was that. Okay? That was that. Oh, is that oh, okay. That's where that second attempt came. Okay, so the second attempt, right? Remember in the first one I told y'all he had a thing on, right? Yeah. Well, in this second attempt, after all of that, I think we ended up in another room, and I was, I think I was actually going to go through with this one, right? Like I was actually going to go through it this time, right? But it didn't happen because, for one, when he was finna get ready to do it, you know what I'm saying, dude busted already. It was like, dang, how you know I was gonna do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no, you ain't put no protection on, you know what I'm saying? And so when he went to put the protection on, it was a yellow condom, okay, a yellow condom, and yellow, it ties to the solar plexus, you know, the creativity, willpower, self-esteem, the psychic energy center, and I felt like that's what was being targeted. And when I said that, it was 11:33. You feel me? Anyways, yeah. So like, when he put it on, he would always tie the end of it. I don't know why he would tie the end. Why would you put on a condom, tie the end of it, like literally like a balloon or something? Like he tied the end of it, but then I caught him put a slit at the top. So that right there kind of shut it down for me. I was like, oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And I think I ended up waking up again and writing some stuff down. So now we at the third attempt with BH, right? I don't know what it is with this BH. Like I said, I don't even associate with this man in real life. So the fact that he pops up, this is the first time I've ever seen him in my dream. And these three attempts, cause this third one is finna man. Say, look, third attempt was, we was like at a cookout or something in the house, right? Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. I had to think because it was actually like four attempts, but the last two attempts were like attempts of trying to get me, like, cause he started getting violent out of nowhere, right? All right, so the third attempt was at like a cookout or something. He was still trying to come at me. I had a knife on me for protection. I was saying bye to his family. I went out the back door to be safe. And also when I was going out this back door, I think I was carrying like at first I was carrying food. I know I was carrying like 2 plates or something. And then once I actually got to the front where everything was taking place, it turned into 2 babies. Like I had 2 babies with me. Like I don't know. But anyways, the cops were there. He was getting ready to propose to another woman. I was leaving. Me and one of my cousins, KP. He was trying to follow us. We hurried and got in the car. And then I put KRP. KRP is KP. That's my cousin. Has been hurt. She got hurt. She ended up getting stabbed. And I was trying to get her to the hospital as I was waking up. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna stop right there. So yeah, it was so much going on in this dream, y'all. But as far as when I talk about these attempts, this second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, all these attempts, they were trying to stab me. Like, really come for me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because BH, it's like, how you go from pretty much saving me in the first part when I had got into it with QC or whatever and all that was going on, he helping me in the parking lot get away from whoever was trying to like run up on me, rush me in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? But he never got in the truck with me. He never got in the truck with me. So that might be something significant. Like, I don't know, he helped me just to try to get close to me to betray me type stuff. I don't know. But yeah, and the second, third attempts, like regardless of what I told y'all was going on, cause I mean, when I get these dreams, I try to get as much as I can, but it be so much sometimes I leave out stuff and just try to get it off the dome whenever it comes back to me. But it was a lot of knife fighting in this dream, like a lot of attempts of trying to, I really want to say, take my life. I mean, it's not possible, but the fact that they're still trying to come at me with these knives, right? And at the end of this dream, y'all, when I woke up, I kid you not, when I was waking up out this dream, Dangerously in Love was playing in my head. Dangerously in Love by Beyonce. And it was specifically the part at the end where she be like, dangerously, dangerous, dangerous. You know, the end part. And whenever I finished whenever I finished writing it, I looked at the clock. I thought it said 11:05, right? And then that was after the dream, but after I started realizing Dangerously in Love was playing in my head, I looked at the clock again and it said now I thought it was 11:05, but when I looked at the clock, how do I put this, because it wasn't the right time the first time. It was actually 11:09. But by the time I finished writing down this song and looking again, it was 11:11. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd share this with y'all. Oh, and the second attempt was at 8:44 a.m. Yeah, and that third attempt was at 11:11. So, we started at 6:56 this morning. That's when I wrote down the first one, all the way up to 11:11. That is about the time span my dream took. I mean, it happened a little bit more like before, 6:56 or whatever. But sometimes you could dream the same dream all night, and it just be different sections. But yeah, I had to share this one because this one was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weird though. It's a lot of weird things going on, but I feel like this is some twin flames like journeys. This some twin flame ish going on right here. Whether it be me, you, the whole collective, like I said, whoever it resonate with. If y'all are like experiencing any dreams like this of you, like, of a twin flame that lost you, fumbled you, whatever, and they coming after you, because like I said, Dangerously in Love was playing after I woke up out this dream, and it was 11:11. So if that don't scream twin flame, I don't know what does. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I've shared some dreams, but some dreams are to be shared, some dreams are not to be shared, unless the Most High say otherwise. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think though. I mean, I'm always open to anybody's interpretations. If y'all got any questions, feel free to comment. But like and subscribe and share to whoever needs to hear this, because they might just need to hear this. You got me?